Hi everybody, welcome to Stamping with Melva. I'm Melva Peters and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in British Columbia, Canada, and you can find me online at stampingwithmelva.com. Today I wanted to show you how I made this really pretty card that I shared as part of the Stampin' Up! Trip Achievers blog hop that went live today. I love this card. It just is so pretty. And it's made using the Abstract Beauty Designer Series paper from Stampin' Up! This paper is absolutely stunning, and it is part of the Abstract Beauty product suite. But I love the paper so much that I have been using it a lot. And it's an interesting, Stampin' Up! Has brought in a new size for their Designer Series paper with this one. So this is actually 4 inches by 6 inches paper. And so it's perfect for a card front. You can just cut it down, use the little bit extra that you cut off for the inside of the card. Now I've cut it a little bit smaller than that for my card today, but I'm definitely using the extra for the inside. So let me switch over to my desktop and let me show you how pretty this card is. All right. Now this paper is absolutely stunning because it's got the gold foil in it. So it's a specialty paper. And this piece, the package of paper has all sorts of different colors, but this is my favorite. It's got Blushing Bride, black, white, and then of course the gold flack. And I have used a piece of basic black on the background and embossed it using the time-worn type embossing folder. Put a mat of gold underneath the Designer Series paper and then a couple of strips. One of the Designer Series paper, I think this is the other side, and then the gold foil. A little bit of a bow using the twine. And this one I use these are the hexagon embellishments, which I am completely out of. And so I probably won't put the little embellishments on, but you could use the classic matte dots because they come in black. And then on the inside, I've stamped a sentiment and added, this is one of the pieces of Designer Series paper that I have cut off. Now for my sentiments, I'm using, this is the, let's take this out and just show you, this is the Celebrating You stamp set, and it's perfect. There are 16 different sentiments. So I've used Happy Birthday and then Just for You. Great stamp set. You can never have too many sentiments. And this is all sorts of sentiments for every occasion. All right, let's get started to make the card. Okay, so I've got my supplies here. I'm using a piece of Blushing Bride cardstock. So this is cut 5.5 by 8.5. And I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. This is my card base, and as always, I'm folding into the mountain. So this is the raised line that I just scored, and use my bone folder. I can find it here. There we go. Give it a good crease with your bone folder. So that's your card base. Easy. All right, now I've got a piece of basic black cardstock, and I have already gone ahead and embossed this using, this is the time-worn type. This is a great embossing folder. There are words, they're really hard to read. You can read occasionally, there's harvest. That's the one word I know I can read. But it's kind of intended to not be so you can read the words. It's like old kind of type written words or typed words that have kind of worn over time. That's kind of the theme. So I've gone ahead. This piece is cut 4 inches by 5 1/4. And I'm just going to go ahead and adhere this on. Now you can use whatever adhesive you want. If you follow me, you know I'm tending to use the multi-purpose liquid glue these days. Now, you do want to make sure that you get the words, because there are a few words that you can actually read. So you want to make sure that your words are going the right way on your card base. So that's the basic black layer. Now I've got my piece of Designer Series paper. Again, this is cut from a 4 inch by 6 inch piece. And so this is cut to 3 7/8 by 2 7/8. And then I've got my gold foil, which is cut 3 inches by 4 inches. And we're just going to layer these two together. So one side of this designer series paper is the specialty paper with the gold foil in it, all sorts of colors. And the other side is black and white. So all sorts of black and white patterns. Just really pretty. All right, now we'll just adhere this. My card is mostly flat. The only thing I've popped up with dimensionals on my card is the sentiment, but you can pop this up if you wanted. I just decided I was going to have it mostly flat. And get that in the center. See how pretty that is. Just really, it's quite striking, I actually think. Okay, so now I've cut a piece of, this is the back side of this same piece of paper, so nothing of this is going to waste. And this is cut 3/4 of an inch, just measuring this, 3/4 of an inch by 3.5. And we're just going to layer this on like this. So again, flat, or if you want, you can use designer series paper. But so this piece is going to go roughly in the middle, a little bit lower than middle, and lined with the basic black layer. So it just goes across like that. And then my piece of gold foil is cut also 3/4 of an inch, and this one is 3 inches long. And I'm going to just adhere this on as well. And it's going to go about 1/4 of an inch below this piece, and just a little bit indented, maybe 1/8 of an inch indented. So just a little bit below. Like that. All right. Quick and easy. Love quick and easy cards. All right, now I've got a scrap of Blushing Bride. And I need 2 stamps. This is the birthday. And this one. Okay. I haven't put my labels on my stamps yet. I guess I should do that. All right, I'm going to use just basic black or tuxedo black memento, and I'm going to stamp the happy birthday on this one. This is my scrap. I'm going to fussy cut this out. And while I have my ink pad out, I'm going to go ahead and stamp the Just For You in the middle. This is a piece of basic white that's cut 4 inches by 5 1/4. And oops, upside down. Always test your stamps just to see where they position. There we go. So you have a sense and get it on roughly straight. There we go. So we have Just For You in the middle. Lid on that. All right, put that off to the side. Now this, I'm just going to take and fussy cut. You could use a punch, you could use a die, but if you follow me, you know that I tend to fussy cut. So we're just going to, sometimes I will go kind of on a curve around this, but in this case, I'm just going on straight lines, following kind of the shape of my sentiment. There we go. So I don't really worry that it's not perfectly straight when I cut it. That way, that's kind of the beauty of fussy cutting it. You don't have to make it look perfectly straight. Now this I'm going to pop up. So let's grab some mini dimensionals. They work best. And my Take Your Pick tool. I find with these mini dimensionals, the Take Your Pick tool, just, I don't know, I have struggled getting them off of here with my fingers. So I like to use my Take Your Pick tool for this. So I'm just going to put some dimensionals, and then you can use your Take Your Pick tool to get the backings off. Keeps all the backings together. And I can just go into my recycle bin. All right, so this is just going to go on here, onto the gold foil. All right, so where's my this is some of the black twine. This is part of the essentials pack of Baker's Twine. It comes, I think there's 5 different colors in it. White, black, berry vanilla, crumb cake. There's probably another one I'm forgetting. Maybe gray granite. I can't remember. There's only 4. Anyway, it's all of kind of the neutrals, many of the neutral colors of twine. It's great. So this is the black, and I'm just going to use a glue dot. Oops. And this one, I'm just going to put the glue dot under here like that. Now, if I had some more of these hexagon embellishments, I would use those, but I don't. So you could use classic matte dots, which I don't have handy, but that's what I've used here. These are the hexagon embellishments that are part of the Abstract Beauty suite. And I think I have to find something to put on there, but I don't have anything handy. So we'll do that later. You can put whatever embellishment on you want. Now I've already gone ahead and stamped my piece of basic white for the insert. And now I've got a piece, I believe this is cut. I just took a piece, I believe it's cut, 1 inch by 4 inches. This is one of the ends off of the piece that I cut and used for the front of my card. And we're just gonna use this for the inside. Always nice to decorate the inside, and when you've got little bits of the designer series paper, it's perfect to just kind of fancy up the inside of your card. And this. It's going to go on the inside. Make sure it's starting to adhere before I take my fingers off. Sometimes if I take when I'm taking my fingers off, I move it. So I just try to make sure that it's one of the beauties of the of using the liquid glue. You've got some time. It's a little more forgiving, but also one of the things you have to watch for is you can shift it around as you're moving. Let's just trim that piece. There you go. Right, so there's my card. That's the original with the embellishments on it. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. I just love that card. It's just so pretty, and I have to admit, it's not kind of the colors that I tend to use. In fact, the designer series paper wasn't one of the ones that I thought I needed, but gosh, it's so pretty. And if you check out my blog, I did my customer thank you cards for this month are all using this designer series paper in all sorts of different patterns. Hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, just pop them underneath this video or on my blog. The link to my blog with all of the written instructions and measurements is under this video. So you can hop over there, get all the written instructions, the supply list. And if you have any questions, just leave a comment there or here. It doesn't matter. I'll respond to your questions and comments either place. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you get notified when I do upcoming videos or when I go live. And if you're over on my blog, you can subscribe to my newsletter or subscribe to my blog so that you can follow, and when I post, you'll get notified. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for joining me. Happy stamping. Bye.